Good evening, Paula.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, how was your day? What did you do today?
Today I was studying.
You were
Uh,
studying, yes?
yes.
Okay, were
Um,
studying.
and do homeworks and reading.
Okay, what did you read?
Different books. For example, I have a book that it's about the vet.
The pets?
Yes.
Okay, and do you like that topic?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, and what can you learn from that book about the pets?
What but
What can you learn? What can you learn from that book about the pets?
for example, can I say the cuidados,
Okay, cares.
the
Care.
care
Yes.
in the different animals?
Okay. Each animal has or needs different cares, no? For instance, the dogs or the cats needs different cares because their characteristics, their features are different, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, and are you reading any other book apart from that?
No, in this moment, no.
Okay, you're not reading. Gosh. Okay, John. Hello, John.
Hello, teacher.
How do you feel today?
Fine, thank teacher.
Okay. What did you do today?
In this moment or all day?
All day, along the day, what did you do?
I was in the school. I teaching music, and in the afternoon I stay at home.
You stayed at home alone or with someone else?
Excuse me.
You were at home alone or with someone else?
Alone.
Okay. And you have a girlfriend, right?
Excuse me, teacher. I don't
Do you
listen.
have a girlfriend or a wife? Do you have
Uh,
a girlfriend or a wife?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Okay, but she is living in Cali?
In Cali, yes.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
Mm, the last time I
Yes,
was in Cali,
yes,
the
you
the
saw her,
last
your
the
girlfriend.
last weekend.
The last weekend. Okay, you traveled to Cali last weekend?
Yes.
Uh,
I travel every weekend.
every weekend you travel to Cali?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you travel on Friday or on Saturday?
Friday, and come back the Sunday.
Okay, so you usually work until midday on Friday, and
Yes.
in the afternoon you travel to Cali. And
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday afternoon, you come back to Montenegro, right?
Sunday. Sunday
Ah, okay,
I
Sunday.
come back. Yes.
Okay. On Sunday afternoon you travel or you come back to Montenegro. Okay, and how do you
Yes.
travel? By bike, by motorcycle, or you take a...
Motorcycle. Motorcycle. By motorcycle.
Oh my God, you travel by motorcycle every weekend. How long
Uh,
does it take from Montenegro to Cali in
it
motorcycle?
is three or three and 30
Hours.
minutes.
3 hours and
3 hours and 30
minutes?
minutes. Yes.
3 hours and 3 minutes. Okay, but
In
the... Yes,
it really is it's to the north of Cali is more or less 20 2 and 30 minutes because but I must to cross the city because
okay, yeah.
I live in south in south
Okay, the south, in the south.
the south. And
Okay,
Cali is very large or big.
big.
Big,
So
yes.
it is very big and you have to cross all the city.
All the city, yes.
Okay. And you said that you take too much time crossing the city. So
Yes, yes.
the
1 hour,
trip
one
is of
hour,
1 hour. Oof.
1 hour crossing the city.
Okay, but is it dangerous to travel by
No,
motorcycle?
no,
No.
because the road is very excellent road. It is, how do you say, pavimentada? Is
Okay,
uh,
paved.
paved and double calzada, doble calzada.
Okay, but there are too many trucks.
Tracks, double
Yes.
tracks.
No,
Yes,
there are too many trucks.
too many
Camiones,
tracks.
camiones,
Yes.
trucks,
Okay.
lorries. There are too
See,
many trucks, too many lorries.
the road is excellent and no danger, no danger.
Okay, good, good. Okay, I didn't know that, but it's I my wife has a motorcycle. I sometimes use the her motorcycle, but I really don't like too much to use. I prefer the car.
Yes, yes,
I think it's a little dangerous to ride a motorcycle, but I know it's very cheap. It's very cheap,
yes,
and you have to spend less money because
yes.
of the...
You don't pay peajes. How do you say peajes?
Okay. Turnpikes. You say
Chorpais.
turnpikes. You can say peajes. There are two ways of saying peajes in English. One is turnpikes, and the other one is toll. 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 In the United Kingdom, in England, you say toll, and in the United
Chol.
States, you say turnpikes. Turnpikes.
Chorpais. Okay.
Yeah. And here in Colombia, there are too many turnpikes, but in other countries, like in the United States and Europe, there are not too many. There are a few turnpikes, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
but
teacher.
when you travel by motorcycle, you spend less money because of the oil, because of the fuel, and because of the turnpikes. That's a good a good news for you. Okay, guys, so we're going to start. I'm going to show you. Let me see here. This one, no. This one. Let me see here. I can't find something for you. Let me see. This Okay, now this one. We're going to do an exercise here using some prepositions. Two prepositions, especially two prepositions. We're using, in this exercise, we're going to use only two prepositions, in, on, no more. We are not going to think about any other options. Here, we're going to complete these 11 sentences, these 11 expressions, 11 or similar expression, only with these prepositions, in or on. All of the 11 options you have here are transports, no? Or are transport media, no? Transport media or transport, medio de transporte, no? A car, a van, a truck, a helicopter, a bus, a train, a ferry, a plane, a bike, a skateboard, a surfboard. So we are going to complete all these ones. And we are going to start with Paula. The first one, in or on? What do you say? In a car or on a car?
In a car?
You say in a car. Okay. Paula, number two, in a van or on a van?
Also in a van?
In a van. Okay. Number three, Paula, in a truck or on a truck?
In a truck?
Okay. Maybe all the answers are in, I don't know. Let's continue, Paula. In a helicopter or on a helicopter?
I think that is a helicopter.
No,
No.
Okay, in. Okay. You keep on completing all the sentence with in. Let's continue. Paula, in a bus, on a bus?
On a bus?
On a bus. Okay, you changed your mind and you decided to write another one. Good. Number six. In a train or on a train?
On a train?
On. Number seven. In a ferry, on a ferry?
What is ferry?
Okay, here in Colombia, we don't have any ferries. Ferry is a special transport media, which is used maybe in the United States. It's very common to use the ferry. Wait a minute, I'm going to try to change my page, but I can't. Let's see here. Okay, now this one. Where is Google here? For instance, in the United States, in New York, the ferry is very common. It's a very common this one. The ferry is like a boat, but a big boat, a big ship, where you can go from one place to another. It's like a boat, like a cruise, but in some places you can travel using your car. Okay? You can go on a ferry with your car, and sometimes you can go alone, sitting in a chair. But that's a ferry. It's like a boat, like a ship, that in some places you can cross a river or you can cross a lake, no? To go from one place to another. That's a ferry. Okay. One. Let's continue. So, what do you think, Paula? It's in a ferry or on a ferry?
I consider that is on a ferry.
On a ferry. Okay, you pay attention when I was talking. You pay attention. Number
Yes.
8. On a plane, in a plane.
On a plane,
On a plane. In a bike or on a bike, Paula?
in a bike,
In a bike. Number 10, on a skateboard or in a skateboard.
mm, I don't know.
You don't know?
In,
In. Okay, and the last one, in a surfboard or on a surfboard. Paula, what do you think?
I think that is in.
In. Okay. Okay, yes. So Paula said in a car, in a van, in a truck, in a helicopter, on a bus, on a train, on a ferry, on a plane, in a bike, in a skateboard, on a surfboard. You know what is a van, Paula? The second one? You know what is a van? It's like in Spanish, no? It's similar to Spanish. Here in Colombia, we use the word van, no? When we travel from one city to another, we use van. Like una camioneta, ¿no? Es una camioneta que utilizamos para viajar, ¿no? Van. Okay, now it's your turn, John. What do you think? You say in or on a car, John?
In a car.
So you both agree. Number 2, in a van or on a van?
In a van.
Okay, you agree. Number 3, in a truck, on.
In a truck.
Helicopter.
On a helicopter.
Okay, so you think different. You disagree with Paula. You think that here is on. Number 5.
On a bus.
On a bus. Number 6.
Bus. In a train.
In. So you don't agree with Paula in number 6, and you think that the correct expression is in a train. Number 7.
In a train. On a ferry.
On a ferry, so you agree. Number 8.
On a plane.
On a plane, you agree. Number 9.
On a bike.
On a bike, okay, you don't agree.
On a skateboard.
On, you don't agree.
And on a surfboard. Surfboard.
Surfboard. No?
Surfboard.
Surfboard.
Yes.
That's the tool, the device we use to surf, not to surf. The surfboard. Okay. So let's see. Paula, when you answer the question, all these 11 questions, when you complete all these expressions, what did you take into account? What did you think in order to choose between in or on?
Teacher, for answer the question, I keep in mind that I think that is the transport when we can walk.
When we can what? When you can
Walk in the transport.
okay. Okay, yes. Okay. So this is a something similar exercise that you have to take into account. There are some rules in English that we have to bear in mind. We can't forget maybe the last period, the last level, we did an exercise like this, and you now you have forgotten everything, no? Because you use in, on, without any rule in mind, no? You have to remember that. You have to remember that. There are some, in some cases, there are some rules to follow in English. And this is a clear example about that. These prepositions, in or on, are the same. Both of them have the same meaning, or both of them mean the same. You can say like
Teacher,
okay? But yes,
the transport medium isn't with by.
okay, I'm going to explain something. Let's see. For instance, when I say I travel by car, it's different. When I say I get in or I get on a car. No? Look at the difference. When I saying how I travel, no, how I travel, I have to use the preposition by. I travel by car, I travel by bus, I travel by ferry, I travel by plane, okay? All the time we use by. But if I'm going to say that I'm using one of these transport media, for instance, I say I get in a car or I get on a car, it's different, no? The first one, yo viajo por avión, yo viajo en avión, yo viajo en carro, yo viajo en bus, yo viajo en moto, siempre vamos a utilizar by de preposición, by. Pero cuando vamos a decir yo me subo, por ejemplo, al helicóptero, yo me subo al bus, yo me subo al tren, ahí sí ya entonces tenemos que utilizar in or on, ¿no? It's a little different, no? It's a little different. Okay, so the reason is correct. The reason Paula was saying is correct because we have already done an exercise like this, but you have forgotten that, no? Remember, there are some rules to take into account. Now we are going to see the video again. Let's see. Wait a minute. God. My gosh. This one. This one. Look at this. Remember, the example is very, very simple. But I'm not sharing my sound. Wait, because I have to stop sharing my screen and I have to share my screen with sound like this. No.
In the car or on the car? Dora?
Cora, use in for vehicles where you sit inside and you cannot stand up and walk around. I'm in the car. I'm in a van. I'm in a truck. I'm in a helicopter. Use on for big vehicles where you can walk inside. I'm on a bus. I'm on the train. I'm on the ferry. I'm on the plane. Also use on for vehicles where you ride on top of. I'm on my bike. I'm on a skateboard. I'm on a surfboard.
Man, that's so simple. Thanks, Cora.
It is. Goodbye, friends.
Okay, so it's so easy, no? The explanation is so easy. Very, very easy. I'm going to watch the video again. It's very short. It's very short, but it's very meaningful. It's very interesting, and you can learn with a short video like this. I don't know, it's maybe 20 or 30 seconds, no more, and you can understand easily how to use in or on in this type of sentences, no? Because there are all different types of sentences where you are going to use in or on with a different role. But here, in order to say the transport, you are going to say in or on, taking into account if you can walk inside the transport or if you can't walk inside the transport. That's the key.
Teacher, you sharing the video?
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me I was not sharing.
In the car or
Now.
on the car?
Dora? Cora. Use in for vehicles where you sit inside and you cannot stand up and walk around. I'm in the car. I'm in a van. I'm in a truck. I'm in a helicopter. Use on for big vehicles where you can walk inside. I'm on a bus. I'm on the train. I'm on the ferry. I'm on the plane. Also use on for vehicles where you ride on top of. I'm on my bike. I'm on a skateboard. I'm on a surfboard.
Man, that's so simple. Thanks, Cora.
Oh, so simple, no? She says at the beginning, at the beginning and at the end of the video. It's so simple to take into account. You can walk inside the vehicle, inside the transport, you use on. If you can walk inside the vehicle, inside the transport, you use in. And you use on when you are on top of the vehicle, no? And you have to get on top of the vehicle. So, John, according to what we have watched in that video, we say in or on a car.
In a car.
In, good. Van.
In a van.
Truck.
In a truck. In helicopter. In helicopter.
Bus.
On a bus.
Train.
On a train. On a ferry.
Plane.
On a plane.
Bike.
On a bike.
Skateboard.
On a skateboard.
And surfboard.
On a surfboard.
Okay, good. So in a car, in a truck, in a helicopter, and in a van, you can walk, so you have to use it. On a bus, on a train, on a ferry, on a plane, you can walk, so you use on. And on a bike, on a skateboard, on a surfboard, you have to get on. You are on top of the vehicle, so you have to use on. Very simple, no? That's very simple.
Yes.
That's how we use these prepositions in and on. Now, remember the difference, no? When I'm saying I travel by, cuando yo digo que viajo por o viajo en y un medio de transporte, by. Pero yo voy a decir que estoy, ¿no? O que me subo al tren o que me subo al carro, I have to use in, on. Now, we are going to add something else. Ahora, vamos a agregarle algo más. Now we have to add something else. Y hay unas ocasiones, a different one. For instance, I travel by car. I get or I'm in the car. Okay? But we can use another one. get on the car. Look at this. We have, I travel by car, I am in the car, or I get on the car. And these are three different sentences with three different meanings, with three different prepositions. Here I use by, here I use in, and here I use on. The difference, by car, yo viajo por carro o en carro. The difference here, I am or I'm in the car. Acá estoy utilizando la preposición in porque en el carro no me subo y no me puedo caminar. Subo y me siento y ya, no me puedo caminar. Y acá, the third one, I get on the car. You know what does it mean, I get on the car? Paula or John, you know?
On the car, up, en la capota o algo así. I think up.
No, that's not correct. Paula, do you know how I
No.
use get on in this sentence? Or what does it mean?
Get on.
¿Cómo?
Get on, please.
No.
I don't-
No. In this case, I'm using the preposition on because this is a phrasal verb. This is a phrasal verb in English. And this phrasal verb, get on or get on, no? I can pronounce get on or get on, means subirse. Cuando me voy a subir a un medio de transporte, siempre utilizo el get on. So I can say, get on the car, get on the truck, get on the helicopter, get on the bus, get in the ferry, okay? Porque ahí me estoy subiendo. Entonces ahí utilizamos el get on. Y si ustedes, if you are going to suppose, what is the opposite of get on? ¿Cuál es el opuesto de subirse, de get on? ¿Cuál será? Which one?
Get out.
Get off.
Get
Off.
off. Yes, right. When I'm going to get off the car. ¿No? Cuando me voy a bajar de un medio de transporte utilizo get off, ¿no? Get on, subirme, get off, bajarme. And here, another thing, we're going to add something else. Le vamos a agregar algo más. Here, get in. But in this case, we are not using in because it's a car. And you can sit on the car and you can walk in the car. No. No. Here, I'm using get in because get in is a phrasal verb. Get in is a phrasal verb. No? Get in is a phrasal verb. What does it mean, get in? In Spanish, you can tell me? You know, Paula or John, what does it mean? Get in?
Entrar.
Yes, that's right. That's the correct answer. Get in. Entrar, ¿sí? Acá estamos diciendo yo entro o me entro, tomo, subo, me subo. Bueno, entro al carro, entrar a algún lugar, en este caso entrar a un espacio cerrado, ¿cierto? Ahí por eso utilizo el get in. So, sometimes it's very easy to use English, sometimes it's very difficult to use English, to use appropriately the prepositions because the prepositions change according to the context, according to the sentence, no? So you can use in, on, by, in because you can walk inside the car, or on because you are entering or getting the car, ¿no? Entonces, no es que nosotros veamos la oración y siempre la vamos a ver by car, ¿no? ¿Sí? Podemos decir in the car, and that's correct. Podemos encontrar también la oración get on the car, and that's correct. Pero acá no estamos diciendo, es que estamos subiendo, ¿no? ¿Sí? O podemos decir get in, entrar. In English, that's very common to say get in, ¿no? Cuando vamos a entrar a un lugar, decimos get in the restaurant, get in the house, get in the mall, ¿no? And of course, if get in is entrar What is the opposite of get in, John?
Get out.
Yes, of course, get out. No? Get out. Remember the pronunciation. You don't pronounce get out. No, you pronounce get out.
Get
And
out.
you can say get out like an R in the middle. Get out, get out, get out. Or get out, no? Get out, like a T or like an R. That's perfect, no? Remember that we are, when we are listening to different people from different countries, we can listen to different accents. We can listen to the pronunciation of some words, the similar words with different pronunciation, no? And that's very common and that's not a problem. We have to understand that. So that's the key of the exercise here. There are different prepositions and we can use the prepositions in different contexts with different meanings, no? So you have to be open your mind in order to understand that. And sometimes we can use by, we can use in, we can use on without any problem, no? Any problem. We can say get in the car or get on the car and the people are going to understand. Don't worry about that. Cuando hablamos, nosotros podemos utilizar cualquiera de esas proposiciones y nos van a entender, ¿no? Es decir, I travel in car. A la persona que la escucha, sea nativo o no sea nativo, le va a entender a usted que es viajar en carro o viajar por carro. No problem, ¿no? However, when you are going to take an exam, and I usually say the same things. I usually say this, and I try to explain to you this. When you are going to take a test, you have to use appropriately the prepositions. But when you are speaking, the people are going to understand you without any problem, ¿no? Cuando estamos hablando, la gente nos va a entender fácilmente, pero cuando estamos presentando un examen, ahí sí tenemos que utilizar correctamente las preposiciones, ¿no? The difference between the formal and informal language, the difference between the speaking language and the written language. Son las diferencias entre el lenguaje hablado y el lenguaje escrito. Nosotros a la hora de hablar, pasa en el inglés y pasa en todos los idiomas, podemos omitir palabras, podemos acortar las palabras, podemos hacer muchas cosas en el lenguaje informal y en el lenguaje hablado, ¿no? A la hora de escribir ya esas licencias si no las dan. And what happened here? For instance, I'm going to give you another example. Another example in order for you to take into account the differences between formal and informal language, real speaking and written language. Let me see here. Going to write this one here. I'm going to share with you my screen now. This one, this. Okay, for instance, do you like coffee? This is a good example about this. When we teach English, all the English teachers are going to teach you, okay, the correct question is like this. Do you like coffee? Do you like coffee? Okay, that's grammatically correct. That's grammatically correct. Here we are using the grammar perfect. Do you like coffee? But in real language, maybe you only say you like coffee. And that's a question, okay? And that's correct. When you are speaking with a friend, with your mother, with your father, with your brother, you don't say, do you like coffee? Well, you can say, you like coffee? Or you sometimes say, like coffee? No more. Or only you can say coffee, and that's all. Because that's how we speak in our daily life. No? That's how we speak in our daily life. That's the correct one, the full sentence, the correct one, grammatically correct. But you can say in real language, in speaking language, you like coffee, or only coffee, okay? All of them are options in order to speak. And when we are going to write, you have to use, do you like it, okay? But you have to understand that the difference between speaking and writing language. Tienen que entender esa diferencia, ¿no? Por eso es que muchas veces nosotros estamos escuchando, viendo una película, escuchando los personajes que hablan, y ellos no van a decir la pregunta completa, ¿no? Do you like coffee? Simplemente van a decir, you like coffee, or coffee. That's all. And that's correct, because that's the normal, the regular language, okay? And it's important to take into account that. For instance, when you greet, you can say good morning. Yes, you can say good morning, that's right. But you can only say morning, and that's all. Like in Spanish, we say, sí, buenas, no more. No decimos buenas tardes, no decimos buenos días, no decimos buenas, no, sí, buenas, no more. It happens the same in English, okay? So you have to understand that, and it's very useful. Because when we watch a video, we watch and in music, oh my God, in the songs, it happens all the time. It happens the same. You are going to find abbreviations, contractions, too many contractions between words. So it's very common. Okay, guys, we're going to stop here. I'm going to stop sharing. And now I'm going to show you another example about this. Oh, let's see. We have here 4 words. You can look at the words here. Say, tell, talk, speak. These 4 words, okay, can be joined, can be grouped into 2 groups, 2 small groups, no? Say and tell. This one, say and tell. Both of them are synonyms. Say and tell. Have the same meaning. Talk and speak. Both of them have the same meaning. Are synonyms, no? For instance, you can say, I speak with him. Or you can say, I talk to him. And it's the same sentence, the same meaning. I speak with him, I talk to him. So speak and talk are the same, are synonyms. And here is the same, no? In a sentence, you can say, the doctor says, or the doctor tells. And both of them are correct. The doctor says and the doctor tells. But today we are talking about the complexity of English. Sometimes English is so easy and sometimes English is so difficult, okay? One of the more complex topics in English are the prepositions, the use of prepositions, in, on, next to, by, for, since. It's very complex, it's complicated. And here we have another example of the complexity of English. Say and tell, the same meaning. Talk and speak, the same meaning. But when we are going to take an exam, when we are going to present a test, we have to know that there are some little differences between talk and speak. For example, the first one, when we use speak, we have to use with. Hablar con alguien, speak with, ¿no? I speak with my mother. I speak with my father. I speak with my sister. And when we use talk, we have to use the preposition to. ¿Ok? Para hablar, y si utilizamos en la oración el verbo speak, tenemos que utilizar la preposición with. Y si utilizamos la preposición talk, tenemos que usar la preposición to. ¿Sí? Siempre speak with, talk to. Now, sometimes you're going to watch the country and it doesn't matter. Algunas veces van a encontrar, o sea, la regla es que siempre el speak va con with, el talk va con to, ¿no? Pero pasa en el español, pasa en inglés y pasa en todos. Muchas veces encontramos personas que dicen speak to o que dice talk with. Entonces están cambiando. Y ahí está mal utilizado. Pero como es en un lenguaje informal o es un lenguaje hablado, oral, no interesa. ¿Sí? No le ponen muchos peros a eso, ¿no? Eso lo ven como algo normal, ¿no? Como algo normal que se cambie. Eso es lo que tenemos que entender. Cuando nosotros utilizamos el inglés diariamente, hay veces que cometemos errores, fallas, pero nos entienden, entonces no problem. Pero cuando ya vamos a presentar un examen, y es que es lo que siempre les he dicho, you are taking the English level C1 and you are about to present or to take an international exam because I suppose you are going to do it. Yo supongo que ustedes tarde o temprano, sea el otro año, en un par de años van a presentar un examen internacional, porque es el que realmente les dice a ustedes en qué nivel están, ¿no? En ese tipo de exámenes, acá sí tienen que evaluarles el uso correcto de esas preposiciones, de los verbos y todo eso. And that's why it's very important to read, understand, study when you use talk, when you use speak, you use say, when you use tell. And here we have the examples, the explanation. For instance, we use say, look at this. We use say, or say means to speak words used with the direct or indirect speech. The most common use of the word say is in reported speech. Tell, to give information to somebody by speaking or writing. To use with direct or indirect speech. So it's the same. Look at this. It's the same. When we use tell, we need to use the object. Tell someone something. So when we look at the details, the difference between this one, trying to translate into Spanish, la diferencia aquí sería que el say es decir y el tell es contar. Es contar. Esa es la diferencia entre los dos verbos, decir y contar, ¿no? Entonces, dice ahí, say means to speak word. Cuando decimos, cuando hablamos, el decir. Pero cuando le estamos dando la información a alguien, pues que le estamos contando, ¿no? Entonces usamos tell. Pues aquí es donde les digo a ustedes, se complica un poco la cosa porque pues el decir cuando nosotros le estamos diciendo, también se le estamos diciendo a alguien más, ¿no? ¿Sí? Entonces, por eso en algunos tópicos, en algunos temas, it's so difficult to understand the difference between some words, some prepositions, like by, like in, on, ¿no? En algunos temas es bien complejo el inglés y para tener ya un manejo muy adecuado del idioma, entonces hay que estudiar y hay que estudiar antes, ¿no? ¿Sí? And here it says with direct and indirect speech. Se dice que se utiliza mucho con el speech, con el hablar de forma directa o indirecta, ¿no? Por ejemplo, es cuando nosotros relatamos lo que dice una persona. Entonces, mi padre me dijo, mi padre me contó, ¿Sí? Ahí es cuando utilizamos the say and tell, ¿no? So say and tell.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
after say goes the preposition to or after tell.
No. Look at the examples. She said that it was my last chance. He said good morning, ¿no? En esta y en esta, she told me that I told you about the party, ¿no? En ninguna de las dos utilizamos ese to.
Por ejemplo, él
Ahora.
me dijo.
Exacto. Por ejemplo, acá, she told me ese, ella me contó, mire. She told me, ella me contó, she told me. Ahora, yo le conté a usted, I told you, ¿sí? Le dice que ese tell es cuando le contamos, pero que va incluido a quién se lo contamos, ¿sí? Entonces, ella me contó, yo le conté. Acá es ella dijo, pero no a quién se lo dijo, ¿sí? She said, pero no dijo a quién. He said, pero no dijo a quién, ¿sí? Entonces, por eso dice, when we use tell, we need to use the object. Es cuando usamos el tell, necesitamos decir qué fue lo que le contamos y a quién se lo contamos, ¿sí? Entonces, es bien detalladito eso. Acá no necesita decir a quién se lo dijo. Casi. Con el tell sí. And in some sentence you can find to, ¿no? But it's a little different kind of sentence. En algunas oraciones se puede decir ese to, pero ya eso cuando utilizamos una estructura especial. ¿Okay? Talk. Let's say talk and speak. I suppose it's the same, and many people think it's the same. I speak English, but look at this. When you are going to say speak English, you never, I don't know, maybe never, use talk. You never listen to a person saying, I talk English, ¿no? Nunca hemos escuchado, yo creo que no, nunca he escuchado que talk, speak son sinónimos, pero nunca escuchamos la expresión I talk English, no. I speak English. O sea, una persona que maneja el idioma no lo maneja, siempre va a escuchar o va a decir speak English, ¿no? Creo no haber escuchado este talk. But it's the same. Ahora, now, there is, look at this, there is not very much difference between speak and talk. It's used about a general topic. Talk is the more usual word to refer to conversational exchanges and informal communication. Speak is often used for one-way communication and for exchanges in more serious or formal situations. Look at here. The difference here between talk and speak, it's a little, it's a bit. It's a bit. No? Talk, it's used more, or it's more used in informal situations. And speak, it's more serious. It's more used in formal situations. Okay, that's all the difference, no more. There is not a big difference between talk and speak. It's a bit different between them. Okay, and what is the difference? That talk is used more in informal situations, in conversations, and speak is more serious and it's used in more formal situations, okay? Sometimes the difference is just a bit, no more, okay? Okay, guys, so I was talking too much today. And this is important for you to take into account that you have to keep on working, keep on studying English, keep on trying to speak all the time. And you have to study grammar. Sometimes we as teachers say that grammar is not important, but especially when we're going to take an exam, it's very, very important. It's very necessary to study grammar, no? Because when we study grammar, we understand how to use appropriately one preposition or another one. Okay. Okay, guys, so that's all for tonight. See you next Thursday, 7 p.m. That's all. Bye-bye, guys. See you. Have a good night.
Thank you, teacher. Bye bye. Good night.